Tarzana is a bit of a hidden gem in the valley, where the LA hustle feels miles away and the vibe is laid back and neighborly. It's got a pretty unique history too. This area used to be the property of Edgar Rice Burroughs, the guy who created Tarzan, which is how it actually got its name. You'll find spacious homes, lots of greenery, and a tight-knit community, all within the beautiful Santa Monica Mountains as the backdrop. Plus, you're still close enough to LA to get the big city perks whenever you want them, right off the 101 freeway. It's perfect if you're looking for a spot that's tucked away, but also still well connected. In this video today, I'm gonna be going over everything that Tarzana has to offer, showing you the map, giving you street views, and taking a look at how much home prices are and how expensive it would be to live in Tarzana. And if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Darren Kriz. I have a real estate sales and media team out here. We help clients buy, sell, and invest in property every single day. If you have any questions whatsoever about the Los Angeles areas and neighborhoods in general, or a real estate question, feel free to reach out. Information is down below. But let's take a look at the map here. All right, check it out. Tarzana, everything located within the red borders here. Let's zoom out so you know where we are in relation to the rest of the LA County. Downtown LA, right here where it says Los Angeles, you go up the 101 freeway and it leads you all the way to Tarzana. So you might have not heard about Tarzana, but it's tucked right between Woodland Hills and Encino, which are a bit more popular when it comes to the name of these areas in the valley. But you are still in the southern part of the entire San Fernando Valley, tucked up against the Santa Monica Mountains, which are more of the pricier areas here in the valley. So let's just zoom in here and show you. It does get split by the 101 freeway, and you can hop onto the 101, get to downtown easy, get to Ventura County easy. And I'm going to first off drop my little guy here so you can see what it would be like driving along Ventura Boulevard if we are here in Tarzana. Boom, here it is. So Tarzana is not as flashy visually as maybe your Encino or Sherman Oaks, but you still have everything from your little restaurants, your little shops. You've got ice cream, pokey, everything right next to each other. And we are on Ventura Boulevard, as I mentioned, the major street here in the San Fernando Valley that takes you all the way across from Calabasas all the way to the opposite end in Studio City. But this is us just driving down so you can get a feel of what it would be like if you were here in Tarzana in the valley. You got Tarzana Square, little outdoor retail shopping center. Let me show you what they have here. Just all of your basic needs, your necessities here in the Tarzana area alone specifically. Let me zoom out, get out of here. You've got a Black Bear Diner. Have you guys been to Black Bear Diner? That's one of the best diners. I'm a big breakfast fan, so if you haven't been to Black Bear Diner, I highly recommend you get an omelet there. Unbelievable. But enough about food, because I could just talk about food all day. You have hotels and IHOPs and a Cece's Cafe, TJ Maxx. All right, so enough about these general food spots and hotels, because I know all of you guys already know that Tarzana pretty much has everything when it comes to that. You have a few nice high schools. Taft High School, which is a public school. Actually, Nick Young, former Laker, Swaggy P, as he's referred to by some, went to Taft High School, so it's definitely great for sports, a good basketball team. And then also here in Tarzana, let me just show you, you've got a couple country clubs. So the El Caballero Country Club is a pretty popular golf course there in Tarzana, and then you also do have Braemar Country Club, which if you're into golf, that's one of the hardest golf courses. I know a lot of members at the Braemar Country Club, and they all say that is, and I know a lot of member guests that have played there as well, and they all say that it's the hardest because it's the most narrow golf course in the entire Los Angeles area. And then those are from people that have played the hardest golf courses, like the LA Country Club, Bel Air Country Club. They say Braemar, smack in the middle of Tarzana, that's the hardest one in LA. And if you keep on going, there are a few nice hiking trails in Tarzana too. If you take Reseda all the way up, let me show you what it looks like here. I'm going to drop this guy off on Reseda, and we're going to take it up. So you're going to come up the map here with me, because it just looks like a pretty wide open street, some nice greenery, a couple palm trees. It's a beautiful day, as it always is out here in the valley in this area. And on the left side, you see that's where the country club golf course would be. But if you keep taking this up all the way to the top, we're going to run into one of the better hiking trails and more scenic views in the entire San Fernando Valley up here. So this is just basically me doing a driving tour, and you guys are following along with me. Let me zoom through this driving tour a bit, and we're already on a hiking trail. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. They have a guy, one of these 3D images of the hiking trail up here. But let me show you the top of Reseda just so you know what it looks like, because there's also a few nice gated communities. I'll show you the front entrance of those. Here's one of the entrances of this community, and then we'll keep on going to the top here. Check it out. There is an entrance right there. You've got the water fountains, you've got the palm trees, beautiful communities up here at the top of Reseda. Some of these homes can go up to the $5 million price range even. Have been on a few showings up there with a few clients. Great. Honestly, the views in Tarzana, when you have a home with views, are pretty unmatched. You have the Mulholland Park community right there. There's one of the side gates. See the big MP. And let's keep on going. It's very private up here as well. But let me know what you guys think of Tarzana. If you've been to Tarzana, your thoughts. I think it doesn't get enough love. It definitely does not get the love that Sherman Oaks or Encino get when we're here in Tarzana, but I think you get a much better bang for your buck because it's a little more low-key. But then you see we're passing through the gates here, and you finally get up to the very top of Reseda Boulevard. And there are cars parked, because this is quite a hike, guys. I would challenge you to maybe walk the entire length of Reseda Boulevard. If you're into walking, this would be quite the hike in itself. That definitely would be a rewarding view once you get to the top, because look at this. I'm going to turn around. You already can see the views of the valley from up here, so just imagine what it looks like when you're actually going through these mountains and up the trails. But enough of that. That is definitely one of the major keys to the Tarzana area. You've got the country clubs, the nice gated communities up Reseda, and Reseda is in the center as well. But let's go down Van Alden here, because there are a few homes. I do want to show you guys what it looks like just driving in the actual neighborhoods here in Tarzana. So we're going down Van Alden, and this is what your commute would look like generally if you are living in a Tarzana neighborhood. Pretty shaded, and look at that. See, there are not cheap homes around. I mean, there are not cheap homes, but there are some A-list celebrities that have also lived in Tarzana. A few to note. I know Selena Gomez did. Jojo Siwa has a house in Tarzana still. Very recognizable because her cars are plastered with her face all over it. But here's a nice new build home on the left side. And then you have very similar Mediterranean style Spanish homes as well, with the red tiled roof on the left. But if we're going to look at homes, why don't I just hop on Zillow right here so that we can see actual Tarzana. There's a nice Encino home for you, but let me go to Tarzana and you can look at this with me so you can see the home prices, what has sold as of late. So you can also purchase a $900,000 house. This is what you would be getting though, $900,000. It's not too bad, and it could be remodeled for sure. You get a pool, you get some yard space, a private gate, great photos of the views. Let's take a look. $3.3 million. Now this is probably more ideal if you want to purchase a ready-to-go family home. Lots of private yard space. Big home. That's 4,700 square feet. Now that is nothing too cheap, but you are getting better price per square foot here in Tarzana than if you were looking in Encino or Sherman Oaks. So here's what $1 million is getting you, 1,400 square feet. So that is still a little pricey for the area, but let's take a look. 1.1 gets you decent deals. I mean, and there we go. I remember this home a few years ago. This was a great purchase, $4 million, 6,000 square feet. And look at that exterior. This is not a home that looks like it's in Los Angeles in the Valley. This is more of a southern style home. I absolutely love that fence right there, blocking off the balcony, which is just right on the center of the grand foyer. This is a gorgeous house. Man, I should have done a full tour of this on my main channel when the opportunity arose, but wow, there's an owl there. What is this, Drake's house? I don't think Drake purchased it or built it. And you have a little basketball court. So you can also do this to your home in Tarzana. All right, enough about that house. Let's keep on looking at some of these others. So people do think LA is expensive, and obviously it is, but there are hidden gems, hidden pockets like Tarzana where there are a lot of people with wealth that are purchasing a $5 million home. This home specifically went to a celebrity type of client, which is why there are no photos of the interior of the home. You just get the street view. But for $5 million, you're getting 8,000 square feet. If you wanted 8,000 square feet on the opposite side of the Santa Monica Mountains, it's going to be closer to $10 million, which is wild. You're getting half. You're paying half the price for a similar house here in Tarzana. And aside from the heat maybe being a little hotter in the summer in the valley, the winters are incredible, and you're still not a far drive away from all the action if you are someone that likes to be within the city of LA, and you're actually maybe even closer to the beach in Tarzana than if you were maybe in like West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, because you can just take Topanga south all the way to Malibu, Topanga Beach, Zuma, and everything there in Malibu. But check it out. If you want something a little more affordable, we've got 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,500 square foot condos. Great photos. I mean, look at that from the inside. You've got another floor up above to make the space just open up. Just a great home for family. 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,500 square feet for $700,000. Those are prices that are unheard of in Los Angeles these days, especially with the average price point being around 1 to 1.1 million right now, which is wild. In 2025, these homes, I mean, the market is going to be booming. That is at least what we are predicting and hoping for. So we'll see what happens. But if you have any questions at all also on the Tarzana area, feel free to reach out, shoot us an email, shoot us a text down below. Now look at this home. This looks like a home you'd find in Sedona, Arizona. It looks like more of a cabin style. I do like the detail of the wood surrounding all of the screen doors there. And then you have this large pool, massive yard, 2.3 million, 3,600 square feet. This is an ideal family home that's not too modern. I have a lot of people that are interested in homes very similar to this style. And then you've got my favorite color on the island. I should have somehow inquired about buying this home because look at the blue on the island is unbelievable. This is a great looking home. I like the customization. They probably remodeled this for themselves and then ended up selling it for a decent price. You've got the wallpaper with birds on it. Nice, great bathroom. Solid remodel. Opens up to the bedroom. There you go, 2.3. Let's get back to Tarzana because I know we've just been talking about the homes, which obviously you guys want to know the prices of the homes out there. But what else can you do in Tarzana? Well, you see, we have a lot of hiking trails. Now, you have the Corbin Canyon Trailhead, which specifically is a little more private and secluded. There's going to be less people there than the Reseda Point Trailhead. As you can see, this is what it would look like up there. So definitely if you're an outdoorsy person and you like to go on hikes, then Tarzana might be a place for you. You can hike every single day. But it's a very small area. The neighborhoods, as you can see, take up a lot more space here than the actual downtown Tarzana. I don't know if you can call it that because there's just a small street stretches from the Encino Tarzana Branch Library, which there is a little library. You can see from the photos here. But like I said, because Tarzana is in the middle of Woodland Hills and Encino, you can easily just go to Woodland Hills. It's 5 minutes away. The Topanga Mall is right there. Westfield Topanga Mall, which there are 3 separate malls surrounding it. Then you have the new Topanga Social, a lot of food options that just opened. They're building the new Rams Stadium over there, practice facility. So with that just being said, Tarzana is going to be booming because Woodland Hills is going to be, as we get closer to the Olympics in 2028, when all of these new developments are going to be taking place. I'm also going to be posting a video on this channel going over all the new developments that LA will be building in the next few years. So if you're interested in that, subscribe, like, and we'll continue on here. But that was just about everything here in Tarzana. You have the LA Department of Water and Power right there. You've got several schools in Tarzana, such as, look at all these that surround each other, from Portola Middle School to the Wilbur Charter for Enriched Academics, which is for the kids that are a little bit smarter, which is probably your kid. Put them in a special school like the Wilbur Charter. But then you have a couple other high schools. The private high schools in the area would be Crespi Charter, an all-boys school. And then you have several others as you keep going to the Woodland Hills or throughout. As you go north of the 101, you're going to find a little less expensive of homes and condos to live in as you go just north. But then some of the areas aren't as nice as if you were living in a private just south of Ventura Boulevard. They say in the valley, if you are south of the boulevard, it's going to be almost not twice as expensive, but probably 20 to 30% more expensive living south of the boulevard. But this is what the homes look like just north of the boulevard, which are more quaint single-story homes. This is a nice remodel there on the street of Irwin. And this is your typical suburb in the valley. When you go north of the 101 freeway, this is what most of the neighborhoods look like, whether you're in Reseda, Canoga, Balboa, and even Tarzana, such as here. And they're all single-story homes. Very unique. Let me show you, before we wrap up, what those homes cost compared to what we were seeing south of the boulevard. So that's what you're getting. You're getting these on the right. That's where that condo was I showed you earlier. And then you're getting a lot of single-story homes, 1.1 million. And that's how you can separate just about every one of these south of the valley neighborhoods, which is even your Encinos, your Sherman Oaks, your Studio Cities. Maybe not Studio City, because if you're north of the boulevard in Studio City, you're still in Valley Village, which you're still going to be paying a pretty penny for. But in Tarzana, you can buy a $393,000 600 square foot. Probably not the greatest for $300,000 in LA. 300,000. There's a couple more, but then you've got 3.3 million here north of the boulevard, which is, look at that price per square foot. That is incredible. 5,100 square feet for a brand new construction home. That's north of the boulevard. So that's what you're getting. And the thing is, obviously you have to know what you're buying. That's probably one of the more expensive homes on that street, if not the nicest home on that street. So you have to be thinking about if you're buying it for future appreciation or if you're just going to be buying it because you want to have the best home on the street. I know some people just want to have the nicest home in the area for many reasons. Sometimes that's what I like to go for. And then you have homes like this, gated homes as well. You'll see a lot of gated homes also north of the boulevard. There are some pockets that are better than others, but just know what you're getting into. Feel free to reach out for any questions down below. But that was everything. Just wanted to show you guys a bit on what to expect if you were living in Tarzana. There is a lot to Tarzana, even though it's a small area. The majority of your time spent in Tarzana is definitely going to be outside of Tarzana itself. But the homes there are hidden gems, underrated in my opinion, very underrated. And I will be continuing to make videos such as this on these underrated neighborhoods. All these pockets in LA that do not get enough love definitely need to be showcased here online. So let me know what you thought about Tarzana. Let me know if you've been to Tarzana, lived in Tarzana, or have any friends or family currently in Tarzana. Also, if this is your first time on my channel, I have a real estate sales and marketing team out here. We help clients buy, sell, and invest in property every single day. Feel free to reach out with any questions down below. Shoot me a text, shoot us an email. Happy to guide you in the right direction when it comes to your real estate goals. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe for more, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.